Retired NFL quarterback Brett Favre has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. This article comes from Mary Claire Jelinek and Steve Megargy, from AP News. He told a congressional committee on Tuesday that he has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Favre made the disclosure as part of his testimony about a welfare misspending scandal in Mississippi. Favre, who does not face criminal charges, has repaid just over $1 million in speaking fees funded by a welfare program in the state and was also an investor in a biotech company with ties to the case. The biotech firm has said it was developing concussion treatments. The former football star, 54, told the committee this.
Facility at Southern Miss, the one that's gotten all the publicity. I wanted to help my alma mater and benefit the community. Southern Miss introduced me to the nonprofit to see if they could help with the funding. I had no way of knowing that there was anything wrong with how the state funded the project, especially since it was publicly approved by many state agencies and multiple attorneys, including the Attorney General. Sadly, I also lost an investment in a company that I believed was developing a breakthrough concussion drug I thought would help others. And I'm sure you'll understand why it's too late for me, because I've recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's. This is also a cause dear to my heart. Recently, the doctor running the company pleaded guilty to taking TANF money for his own use. I believe that I got swept up in a civil lawsuit at the instigation of State Auditor Shad White.
What causes Parkinson's disease is unknown, and it is unclear if Favre's disease is connected to his football career or head injuries. He said on a radio show in 2022 that he estimates he may have experienced thousands of concussions in his 2 decades in the NFL. According to the Parkinson's Foundation, scientists believe that the disease is caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors, and those environmental factors may include head injuries, pesticide exposure, or area of residence. Favre is one of 90,000 people in the U.S. who will be diagnosed with PD this year alone, said Parkinson's Foundation CEO John Lear. Favre appeared at the Republican-led House Ways and Means Committee hearing to advocate reform of the federal welfare system to better prevent fraud. The challenges my family and I have faced over these last 3 years because certain government officials in Mississippi failed to protect federal TANF funds from fraud and abuse and are unjustifiably trying to blame me. Those challenges have hurt my good name and are worse than anything I faced in football, Favre said. House Republicans have said the scandal in Mississippi points to the need for an overhaul in federal temporary assistance for needy families program. Favre says he provided services to the nonprofit that paid him with state funds, but the state auditor has said Favre did not show up for the speaking engagements. Favre said he didn't know the payments he received came from welfare funds and has noted his charity had provided millions of dollars to poor kids in his home state of Mississippi and in Wisconsin, where he played most of his career with the Green Bay Packers. All right, so here's the thing. Favre is a piece of shit. That is just the case across the board. Off rip, look, anybody going through any sort of sickness, I don't wish any sort of ill like that on anyone. That's just how I roll. I know that people feel differently, but I truly believe in karma, things like that. There is a part of me that, as I say that, though, karma is indeed a bitch, and I feel like a lot of the bad shit you do in life will rear its ugly head, and if that's the way that this manifested, that sucks, but maybe don't be a prick. I'm going to tell you this, like, the reason that I said, like, even with the thumbnail, this is like a sympathy Hail Mary, because let's be clear about something. You didn't need to bring up the fact that you had Parkinson's in the Senate. That didn't really have anything to do with it. I know the quote-unquote, the causality. This explains why I was involved in the first place, when it actually sounds like you're just doing this to win public sympathy back and to not look like the prick that stole millions from welfare from people in Mississippi and in Wisconsin that need way more. And you did it anyway. And on top of the fact that the further proof that he knew he was up to some bullshit. They say in the article it was supposedly for speaking engagements, but engagements he never showed the fuck up for. So you're just getting free money, Brett? That's what's happening in these streets? I understand sometimes it happens with celebrities, but you think that that's what was going on here? I call bullshit, man. This very clearly is you trying to pull up a smokescreen. And again, like I said, you haven't been a good person. All right, you've been a piece of shit. So I am very sorry for you and your family that you were suffering through this. Fuck you, dog. That's it. I wish for peace for your family. That they do not have to sit and watch you suffer. That you're able to, I guess, get some sort of health back for their benefit, so that they're not in pain. I just need to move away from this story. Let me know what you think down in the comments, man. Some of you know why I, in particular, do not fuck with this dude beyond the fact that he stole money from people that are needy. But let me know what you think in the comments, one way or the other, man.